The human body reflects our innermost nature. Its growth and decline, its external beauty, and the fascination of its inner organs have aroused man's curiosity for centuries. A marvel of functionality, and then sudden death. In its long history, anatomy has repeatedly attempted to fully grasp the processes in the human body, hoping both to understand its incredible detailed workings and develop new remedies. Thanks to the plastination technique, a body's internal structure can now be durably displayed in a way that is more fascinating and more aesthetic than ever before. The plastination technology was invented by Gunther von Hagens in 1978, and ever since then he has devoted his life to it, further developing plastination to its current advanced state. Authentic human bodies, dissected and plastinated by anatomists. Tangible and comprehensible. These are the bodies of donors. During their lifetimes, they decided to leave their bodies for plastination to help train and educate physicians and medical laypersons. So how does plastination work? Usually, the body has been dead for 2 to 3 days when it reaches the Institute for Plastination. First, formalin is applied to stop decomposition. Then the further steps and type of preparation are carefully planned. Certain types of plastinates require different techniques and polymers. Plastination of an entire body takes several weeks. To properly expose the structures, great care is needed. They have to be perfect. After all, the finished specimens are primarily intended for demonstration and instruction in training medical students. After dissection, the plastination process begins. The bodies are first dehydrated in acetone. The specimens are then impregnated with silicone in a refrigerated vacuum chamber. During this process, a vacuum pump effervesces the acetone out of the body, creating a vacuum in the tissue, and that allows the plastic to be gradually sucked into even the most minute cells. After vacuum impregnation, the specimen has to be set in the desired pose. Once the pose is fixed, all the anatomical structures, each and every nerve and vessel, has to be set in the correct position. A complicated process involving ropes, wires, foam pads, and needles. Designing, in particular, is an intellectual and artistic achievement, needing a process of strategic planning and careful reviews during implementation to ensure the end result is aligned with the overall image. With new and complex specimens, it often takes weeks until the pose of the plastinate finally harmonizes with the anatomical dissection. Producing a whole-body plastinate requires an average of 8 to 12 months. Work on the rearing horse with rider took over 3 years. In the final stage, the plastinate is cured using gas and heat in an airtight chamber. The structures are then all irreversibly solidified. Renaissance artists and scientists knew about mortality. Death was ever present. In today's world, death and physicality are being increasingly repressed. Death has been banished from our consciousness. An encounter with a dissected body can be a moving experience. It can teach us to appreciate this unique wonder, while at the same time reminding us how transitory life is. Gunther von Hagens has so far developed over 20 polymer compounds for various applications in plastination. For example, in sheet plastination. Sheet plastination permits the body to be shown in cross-section. The structure becomes visible, layer by layer, making the position of the organs and individual deviations clear. Such knowledge is indispensable, for instance, in utilizing computer-aided tomography. For sheet plastination, the specimen is first fixed with the aid of a laser level. It is then frozen in acetone at -22 degrees Fahrenheit and foamed with polyurethane. Finally, special precision saw blade settings allow millimeter-thin slices to be taken. After dehydration in acetone, the slices are rigidly plastinated in an epoxy resin solution. Curing is via ultraviolet light. Every person is unique, but our uniqueness is not only expressed in our visible outward appearance. No two bodies are exactly alike inside either. The position, size, form, and attributes of the skeleton, musculature, nerves, and organs determine the features of our inner face. This anatomical individuality could never be conveyed by models. Models are only an interpretation, and one model looks like any other. Conversely, the authenticity of these specimens fascinates viewers, while allowing them to experience humankind as a marvel of nature. Body Worlds is devoted to the individual inner face of the human being.